Hi and welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to make a dish that I've been eating on induction and probably will continue for the rest of my life. It's an Indian dish, and the Indian name is Saag, S-A-A-G. I've also seen it S-A-K. I know it's a terrible sounding name, sounds like sock, or Saag, but it's good. And what it is, I'm going to bring my camera over here, is you take some spinach, if I could figure out how to, okay. Anyway, that's just some spinach and mustard greens mixed together that I've boiled for 8 minutes. I'm pounding some spices, as you can see, which is a little bit of salt, oh gosh, what's in it? Salt, fennel seed, cumin, and mustard seeds, which are all Indian stuff. And then in this pot, momentarily, I'm going to add some butter and cook it. So bear with me just a moment here. Okay, I'm back. So I have here a bowl of chopped garlic and chopped ginger. I guess it's minced. Can you see it? And it's about, I don't know, it was like about 1.5 inches of ginger and about 4 or 5 garlic cloves. Oh, I just dropped my spice. Sorry. What I wanted to say was that I'm taking my spices that I ground up in here. I can't turn it because it'll fall out. Anyway, I'm going to come over to my pot, which hopefully you can see now. Anyway, I'm going to plop them in some butter and just, I hope you can see that. See the spices? Anyways, I'm going to saute it, I shouldn't say saute, I'm just going to cook the spices just for 10 seconds. That's it, they're cooked. Now I'm going to add in the ginger and garlic. I want to get that cooked up first. Okay. Guess I should turn my heat down a little bit. Okay. And I'm just stirring it so it doesn't stick. So I'm just going to do this for about a minute. And what this does is 2 things. One, it simply flavors the butter, of course. And you know, it tastes good. Because garlic's delicious, but I think it does need to be cooked, because raw it's just a little too strong. And the same goes for ginger. You just cook them a little bit, and it takes some of that strongness down, but then it gets delicious. So, okay, so I think it's been a minute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm simply just going to pour in the spinach in here and give it a stir. And just gonna let that basically heat through for about a minute, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So what I have here in the pot, I took the spinach out. I've got just a little more butter in, and I chopped up some, let's see if you can see it, I chopped up some cashews and just a tiny, tiny little bit of dried cranberries. You can't use much dried cranberries on an induction. You could die from the carbs. But this is for 2 pounds of spinach, so that's probably about 15 or 20 little dried cranberries. I'm not going to worry about it. So anyway, plop them in, and I got to set my camera down so I can scrape out all the lovely cashews that and these cashews they're just kind of chopped. you know, little chunks. And so I'm just going to cook them up here in the pot. Sorry you really can't see it any better, but that's it's so hard to move my hand and the camera at the same time. Anyway, okay, I gotta set this down. So I'm cooking. Okay, and we're just gonna let this cook just to kind of just fry them up just a little bit. You know, no golden brown or anything like that. Just fry them up a little bit. Okay, so let me just show you the pot again. So there's, let me see this a little bit better. Okay, so there's the pot. Now, the last thing I'm just going to add, this is just the juice of a lemon. I'm going to add half of it right now, only because I never know exactly how much it's going to need. You can always add more, but you can't take away what you've already put in. Alright, so we're just going to let the lemon juice, butter, and the cashews, and the cranberries just cook a little bit, and that's actually it. And I'm going to re-add the spinach just to stir it through, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So this is it. This is Saag or Saag. I'll put both pronunciations on YouTube. I got a nice healthy pat of butter on it on here. Gives it wonderful flavor. And remember, eating fat does not make you fat. It's the carbs that make you fat. If you don't believe me, read Gary Taubes' book, Good Calories, Bad Calories. He explains everything. I'm not going to do it now. Anyways, I'm going to take a bite. Soft, buttery, a little bit of crunch from the cashews, and occasionally, if I can show it to you here, occasionally you'll get a cranberry, but it's occasional. Remember, the carb count in dried cranberries, you could die. But lightly mixed in, it just gives a little piquant flavor, a little tartness that just makes it exciting. Because remember, Atkins, if you just eat bacon, eggs, pork rinds, and hamburger, it's boring, absolutely boring, and you'll go off the diet because you just can't stand it anymore. So variety is important. Could I have made the carb count slightly lower by taking out the cranberries, taking out the cashews, blah 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 blah? Sure, but the point is, it's not going crazy. It's putting the stuff that has carbs in modestly so that you can stay on induction. And you know, with a little creativity, it takes some work, but you can stay on 20 grams or less of carbs per day and be satisfied at the same time. With that, that's it. I'm going to enjoy my Saag. Bye-bye.